team, I hope you're all well. Today is Monday the 5th. I'm starting a new weekly reading vlog, and it's already 8:30, 8:25 in the evening. I have spent the day today, nipped to my nan's this morning to go and see my nan with my brother, sister-in-law and Thomas, because we haven't seen her since Christmas. So we went to go and see her for a little bit, and then I had some lunch with Matt and Tara and then came home, and since then I have been editing videos. So I've managed to edit last week's reading vlog and also the Readathon vlog, and got both of those uploaded and ready to go. So I now have all of this week's videos ready to go and one of next week's videos ready to go. The other one will be this reading vlog, so I can't obviously edit that. Do excuse this. This is obviously Thomas just grabbed my hair and I just couldn't be asked fixing it again. That's all it took, really. So yeah, I have been editing today, so now I want to sit down and get some reading done, because I'm starting to get a little bit stressed about 30 books in 30 days, which is silly. It's only day 5 and I'm 6 books in, but I feel like I should be way more ahead by now. And I'm a little bit nervous about the fact that I've only read one book off my Bookopoly TBR, which is 17 books long, and most of those are like 300 to 400 pages. One of them's like an over 600 page book. And only a handful of them are graphic novels, so I really need to get a groove on this week, try and sort myself out. So for definite, the 2 books that I definitely want to get through this week are Skyward Volume 3, which I'm currently just over halfway through. I started this last night and then got too sleepy, so I'm going to finish this tonight. That's going to be the first thing I finish. So I want to finish this series off. This is the last in the series as far as I'm aware, and so far really enjoying this, having a good time with it. And the other one that I definitely want to read this week and hopefully finish, at the moment I'm struggling a little bit, but I'm hoping that things will start picking up now, and that one is Truth Witch by Susan Dennard, which is obviously for the Witchlands Along, which will be this coming weekend on Saturday night. Actually, the Witchlands Along live show is on Saturday night, so this is the only other book that I know I definitely want to read this week. Everything else, I'm not sure. It's up in the air a little bit. Now, the Read Fat Positive Readathon starts on Wednesday, so it will be nice to get some of those books in this week. And I think what I'm going to do is just focus. I think I will probably focus on those this week and then not read any next week, because it runs over 2 weeks. It's just a week long, but it runs into 2 weeks. So I think I'm just going to do like Wednesday to Sunday focusing on those, and then won't let it run into next week if I can help it. So the books that I have on my Bookopoly TBR for that are Juliet Takes a Breath by Gabby Riviera, so I really want to pick this one up this week if I can. Teach Me by Olivia Dade, so I'd like to pick this one up if I can, and then The Princess Trap by Talia Hibbert. I don't think these will take me long once I get started with them. It's just getting me actually started with them, because these are physical reads, which isn't a big issue because they're romance, and I'll be having a good time once I'm in them. It's just my mentality of having to physically read a book at the moment. I have become extremely, I don't want to say lazy, but I have a little bit. This one I do have the audiobook for, so this should hopefully be a little bit quicker, but yeah, I am looking forward to reading all of these 3. It'll be nice to get a little bit of romance on, to be perfectly honest, because I do feel like I've been in a little bit of a heavy fantasy world at the moment, so it's nice to get some contemporary romance on. So yeah, these are kind of like my plans for the week, like for definite, she says. We'll see whether or not that works out. If I can fit another couple of graphic novels on, that would also be awesome, just to bump my number up a little bit. But we'll see what happens. I will keep you posted, but my aim tonight is to finish Skyward, and if I can get another 50 to 100 pages through this, that would be great, because I'm currently on page, did I tell you just then, 120. Did I stop in a fucking... Why did I stop in the middle of a chapter? Why do I keep doing this? Currently on page 120. I'll probably go back to the beginning of this chapter. So yeah, but I'll keep you posted, let you know how I'm getting on. Gav's currently got some sprints on, so taking part in those, and they are about to finish in the next 5 minutes, so I better get a move on and get some reading done, and I will check back in with you when there's an update, probably tomorrow, and I will see you in a little bit. Hello, good evening. Okay, I've got to be honest, it's Tuesday by the way. I've got to be honest, I can't remember the last thing I updated you on. Did I give you an update on how far I was with my reading? I don't know, can I be asked checking my last clip on my camera to find out? No. So maybe I'm repeating myself, maybe I'm not sure. But yesterday I did some reading, and I'm really excited that I managed to do so. Gav hosted some sprints last night, so I got loads done yesterday. I got loads of editing done, which is awesome. I'm on top of my shit now for the next 2 weeks, which is great news, because the less time I spend editing, the more time I've got to do some reading. So I managed to finish Skyward Volume 3 last night, and I rated this 4 stars. I really enjoyed this. It was such a great ending to the series, and I had a really good time. I will say that the illustrations in here, I feel like, I nearly said the character's name then, but I don't want to because it will spoil it. But I feel like one of the characters looks like one of the other characters very, very closely. I don't want to spoil it though, but otherwise I really enjoyed it. Gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was a great series, and another book ticked off my TBR for the month of April. So I'm now 7 books down for 30 books in 30 days for April, which is great news because it is the 6th. And then I continued on with A Truth Witch, and I managed to get myself to page 203 last night. I think I read just shy of 100 pages. I was on page 120, so 80 odd pages maybe. And I'm starting to really enjoy this now. I was chatting to Jade about it last night whilst I was going along reading. Like every time I took a break from reading, I was chatting to her about it, and I was like, okay, so this character is this witch, and this character is this witch, and this character's got this person on the back but this person on the side, and this character's doing this. And she was like, yes, and I got to a point where I was like feeling really validated, because for a decent chunk of this book, I will mention I have previously DNF'd this book. I feel like I'm repeating everything I've just seen Jade saying in a recent reading vlog, but I have DNF'd this book previously. A couple years ago I DNF'd it, got rid of the book, and I've now since bought the book again, and now we're reading it again. So glad I've given it another chance now. I did say to Jade I would give it 150 pages, and if I still didn't get what was going on and I still wasn't enjoying it, I was going to DNF it. However, just after the 120 page mark, round the 130, 135 page mark, it really started kicking off, and I was like, oh, awesome. I think I know what's going on here now. And it's really helpful to have Jade to bounce off the stuff with, because sometimes I can read a book and not fully know what's going on, and I don't know if it's a me thing, I'm not concentrating properly, or if it's a problem with the book. So it's really nice to bounce these things off of people sometimes. I really enjoy that, so it's great to be able to do that with Jade. And she's reading Elantris as well while I'm reading Truth Witch, and what's awesome is we've never had this before where both of us are reading a book that the other person's read before, but we haven't. So I've read Elantris and Jade's read Truth Witch, and we're kind of like chatting to each other about the other book, and it's really cool. It's like a buddy read, but not. It's really awesome, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a great way of doing things. So really enjoying this. Well, Jade's hosting Patreon sprints at 7 o'clock. It's currently 6:45 now. She's hosting Patreon sprints, and asked myself and Maddie, do we want to join her? So we've invited our patrons as well, and we're going to get some decent reading done, I'm hoping, anyway tonight. It would be really nice to finish this tonight, but I do have 3.5 hours left of the audio, so I don't think that's going to be possible, but I will finish it tomorrow, I think. So that's awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, excited. I am getting my hair done in the morning as well, and I'm really fucking excited. I cannot wait. It's been so long, but I am hyped. Really looking forward to the fact that I'm getting my hair done in the morning. So tomorrow I am hoping to finish this, if I don't do it tonight, which I don't think I will, but tomorrow I'm hoping to finish this and then start on one of my Read Fat Positive books. So I am hoping I might pick one of the physical reads up, maybe The Princess Trap, or maybe Teach Me, because I know fairly certain, I'm like 99.9% certain I'm going to love The Princess Trap, but I'm not 100% certain on Teach Me, because I have DNF'd a Olivia Dade book before. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go for Teach Me and make a start on that, and once I finish this, then I will pick up Juliet Takes a Breath, because I'm listening to that on audio, whereas I'm physically reading Teach Me. So I think that's gonna be my plan. Having a good time, feeling, actually it's really strange, because for the majority of yesterday I was feeling pretty shit about the fact that I don't think I'm gonna get 30 reads in 30 days done. However, after getting to a point where I'm like really fucking understanding this book now, and I say really understanding this book. You're not supposed to know what's happening fully. That's the whole point. You're not really supposed to know. I said to Jade, like, quick question about such and such a thing. Am I supposed to know what's going on here? And she went, no. You still don't know at the end of the book. I was like, great, okay, awesome. So I know what I'm meant to know at this point, which makes me really happy, and I'm confident that I'm going to get through this because I didn't want to DNF it. I really wanted to carry on with the series. So I'm confident to carry on with this. I know I'm going to finish it, if not tonight, tomorrow, and then continue reading. And I'm feeling really good. Feeling really good about the challenge. We're going to do this. It's going to be fine. Everything's fine.
This is fine.
I'm gonna go do these sprints and I'll see you in a little bit. Good morning. It is Wednesday and it's currently about 9 AM and I wanted to give you a reading update. I am not far off getting my hair done. I'll be getting it done in the next half hour. It won't be finished in the next half hour obviously, but I'm finally getting it done. I'm so excited. I'm just wearing my Superman, I don't know who this is meant to be, Superman crossed with Venom. Are they even from the same I don't think they're from the same universe, are they? Whatever, it doesn't matter, nobody cares. I put this on because I never wear this like publicly, so if it ruins it, it's fine, it's no biggie. But I wanted to give you a reading update. So last night I finished Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. I was not expecting to finish this. I think I said to you guys last night that I probably won't finish it, but if I don't, I'll be finishing it this morning. So I finished it last night on the sprints. Jade was like determined that she wanted me to finish it last night on the sprints, and she kind of watched me finish the book in the end anyway. So yeah, I had a great time with this in the end. It was so good. The more I got to know and understand the characters that you can get to know and understand in this, the more I enjoyed it. It really helped to bounce things off Jade and kind of work through those things as well. I definitely have this thing with fantasy sometimes where I think I know what's going on and then all of a sudden something changes and I'm like, oh, I never knew what was going on in this and now I'm really fucking confused. So it's really nice to bounce this off somebody sometimes, and it was really helpful with this because literally for the first like 130 pages ish, you've got no idea what's going on, not a clue, and that's the point. That's the whole point of the book. Even by the end, you're still not supposed to know 100% what's going on yet. So I really enjoyed this. So if you are just like thinking about picking this up, or you have been reading it and you've been struggling and you're not past the 130 page mark yet, get to that point, get past the 130 page mark, give it 150 pages, and if you're still not vibing with it and you're thinking about DNFing it, then maybe think about it. But it is worth trying to get to the end with because I really enjoyed it in the end. I have DNF'd this before. I feel like I'm parroting what Jade was saying in her reading vlog the other week, but I have DNF'd this previously. About a couple of years ago I picked this up and DNF'd it within about 50 pages I think, because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But you're not supposed to, that's the point. So just try and get through that first like 130, 150 pages and see how you feel. But I really enjoyed this. This is following Safi and Isolde. Safi is a truth witch and Isolde is a thread witch. And basically they are being chased essentially for reasons. I really enjoyed this. I don't really know how to explain what else happens in this, but it was really good. I really enjoyed the other characters we got to see as well. I'm definitely a Merrick stan. I really enjoy him as a character. I'm excited actually to see how Adrian kind of evolves over the books as well. I'm interested in his character. I'm excited to get the rest in the series. I did make the mistake last night. While I was reading this, I put Wind Witch, which is the second one, and Blood Witch on my wish list. And I made the mistake last night of mentioning that I'd put Wind Witch on my wish list because I was just saying, literally saying to Jade that I'm enjoying this and I will be continuing on with the series because this is a new thing I do now. Instead of buying the entire series to start off with, just in case I don't like it, because I've done this a couple of times now and then I'm stuck with the entire series to get rid of, I just read the first book and then decide whether or not to get the rest of the series. So I was just letting Jade know that I put the rest of the series on my wish list. Big mistake. The Patreons in the chat went mad on my wish list a little bit, I think. So expecting a parcel or two today or in the coming days. But yeah, thank you to them in advance for getting me Windwitch, because they didn't have to. I really appreciate it. I think it's a little bit more than Windwitch, because a couple of them went mad and said that there's going to be some parcels coming. So thank you to them. Y'all are crazy. Y'all never have to. I was literally just mentioning it just to say to Jade, by the way, get excited, because I've added the next one to my wish list. So I really like it and I want to continue with the series. That's literally all I was saying. Anyway, never mind. There may be some unboxings in the coming days. So my next read is going to be Teach Read by Olivia Dade. I'm picking this one up first for the Read Fat Positive Readathon, which starts today, which is hosted by Reverie with Ali. I will leave a link to her channel down below. Please do go check her out. She is amazing. So I'm picking this one up first on the basis that I have DNF'd a book by Olivia Dade before. I'm hoping not to do that with this one, because this one sounds really, really good. But not that the other one didn't, I just didn't vibe with it very well. So I'm picking this one up first on that basis. But I'm really excited about this one. This is following Rose Owen, who works at high school, and Martin Krause arrives, and she's determined to remain chilly with her new colleague since a loathsome administrator gave Rose's beloved world history class to Martin, knowing it would hurt her. So it sounds like we've got an issue with an administrator and Rose, and they are using Martin as a pawn to, you know, give Rose a bit of shit. But keeping her distance away from a man as warm and kind as Martin will prove challenging, even for a stubborn, guarded Ice Queen, especially when she begins to see him for what he truly is, a man who's never been taught his own value. Martin could use a good teacher, and luckily Rose is the best. Rose has her own lessons about trust, about vulnerability, about her past to learn, and over the course of a single school year, the two of them will find out just how hot it can get when an Ice Queen melts. I'm really excited for this one. It's not that long either, so this is 238 pages, so it's not that long. I'm hoping it won't take me too long to get through, but I am going to start this real quick now before I get my hair done. So yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully it shouldn't take me too long to get through, we will see. And then I think I'll probably pick the audiobook of Juliet Takes a Breath as well at some point today, maybe. It's been a really long update. My apologies. I'm going to go.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Hello. Okay, first things first. Yes, my hair colour has changed. I had my hair done this morning. I'm really excited. But also, we have had the delivery I mentioned earlier, so I now have to unbox these. And I'm a little bit nervous, but also excited. But I just was not expecting all of these. So, thank you. This is a thick book. What is this? I at this point can't even remember what was on my wish list. So here we are. This is from Kitty, naturally. It just literally says, here you go from Kitty. Blood Witch by Susan Dennard, which is book 3 in the Truth Witch series, I think. Kitty has mentioned that book 2 is coming as well, but I don't know if that's a different day or a separate parcel. So thank you so much, Kitty. Okay. This one is a bit smaller. Nice. This one is from Larissa. As soon as I saw Brandy Sandy on your list from Larissa, I think there was only one more Brandy Sandy left, because Harriet wiped Brandy Sandy out the other day. Yes, this is The Rhythmatist by Brandy Sandy, which I believe is a YA or middle grade novel to do with the magic of arithmetics. In a school for the magically gifted, your talent could cost you your life. So yeah, I think I heard, did I hear Cody mention this a couple of weeks ago or something? I can't remember who it was, but I was like, oh, interesting, I'd never heard of that before. Let's add that to my TBR. It's got like illustrations in it and stuff. Really cool. Nice. Thank you, Larissa. Okay. That was a letdown. Try again. This one is from Jenny. Thank you for putting out so many awesome videos. Bless you. I love your channel so much. I remember really liking this book when I read it, so I hope you enjoyed it too, from Jenny. Ooh! Okay, cool. I added this to my wish list because I want it for a video that I'm thinking about doing. So, but it sounded really interesting as well. And this is Watch Over Me by Mila Gray. And it sounds really good. On the back it says running from her past and straight into his arms. It's a romance, I think. And I think it's like a second chance romance. So yeah, sounds really good. It looks like it might be part of a series as well, which is cool. Thank you so much, Jenny, for gifting me this one. I really appreciate it. Then we have a big, this one is massive. It feels like my birthday or Christmas or something. This has got a couple of things in it. Is there a note? Oh, fucking hell, there's no note. And there's 3 books in it. We've got When We Were Magic by Sarah Gailey. I've heard really good things about this, actually. I've seen a couple people reading this one and it sounds really good. Again, for the same video that I wanted this for. So hopefully I will get that video done. But this cover's really, really pretty. And then I got Buffy Volumes 1 and 4. The graphic novel, which I've seen Becca's been reading this. She read this for Bookopolython, I think, because Becca's obviously a huge Buffy fan, and she read this one for Bookopolython and she really enjoyed it, and I was like, okay, cool, another graphic novel series I can add to my shelf. So graphic novels 1 and 4, odd number, but okay, that's fine. But I'm not sure who got me these, so I will double check with my patrons. But if I haven't found out by now, please let me know in the comments down below, because it would be nice to say, thank you. Oh, hang on. Is it from the same person? These are from Imelda. So I have graphic novel Buffy Volume 3. So we have the 3rd one now. And also The Roommate by Rosie Dannon, which is awesome because I have Rosie's next book, which is The Intimacy Experiment, that I really want to read. So I wanted to read this one first as well if I could. So that's really cool. So thank you so much, Imelda, for these. I will double check and see if it was Imelda that gifted me the others, but I'm not sure. But I will double check those. And then finally, we have, oh, this is gift wrapped. Oh, it definitely feels like my birthday. Who's this from? From Cece! It makes so much sense that it's Cece because she loves to, oh, it's even wrapped in paper too! Oh, yes! Nice. Bridge of Souls by Victoria Schwab. Yay! I really want to read this one. I know that Jade really enjoyed this one because she read it for Readathon. So I'm really excited to continue on with this series because I've really, really enjoyed it in the past when I've read it before. So I need to put this in. Actually, they sent a thing. So did it come with another paper? Oh yeah, Legends. Hope you like, was a bit too slow for Wind Witch and Blood Witch. Bless her, that's so cute. So thank you so much to everybody for gifting me something. There was absolutely no need for that. I literally was just mentioning to Jade that I'd added Wind Witch to my wish list because that I wanted to carry on with the series, that's it, and then it fucking blew up and I'm not sure how. I really, really appreciate it. There was absolutely no need for all of this, but thank you so, so much to all of you. You're amazing and I love you all a lot, and this was a very happy day. Thank you so much. I am going to carry on with my day now. I have been reading Teach Me by Olivia Dade and I'm up to page 46 and I'm really enjoying this so far. Hadn't realised that the characters were of the age that they are. Rose is in her late 30s, I think she's like 38, and Martin is 41. So I'm really enjoying that, and also they're both divorcees and Martin's got a daughter as well, B, who is a senior at the school that both Martin and Rose work at. So really enjoying this so far. It's going really well and I can't wait to carry on. So it was a good choice to pick that one up first. So I'm gonna go and say some thanks to some peoples and I will check back in with you later. Hello, it is 7:10 on Thursday evening. I've just gotten back from my brother's from having tea and playing with Tom Dog, and I have a couple more parcels because apparently yesterday wasn't enough. So let's open these, and then I've got reading updates for you. I've just gotten home and this was like literally rammed in my letterbox with a note from my postie saying, "I didn't break your letterbox, unhappy face." My letterbox is trashed from the outside, so I reckon it was the Amazon man. So thanks, dude, if you're watching. Not that you would be, but if you were, thank you for being an asshole. Is there a note? There is a note. Who is this from? Larissa. She got me something yesterday. Larissa, you didn't have to. Thank you. Milkshakes for the Almost Dead by Lulu Woods. Yay! I've been wanting this for so long because I've heard really good things about it, and also this cover is gorgeous. I heard about this from Meg with Books, and she knows the author, I think. So I'm really excited about picking this one up, and this cover is just beautiful. So thank you so much, Larissa, for sending me this one. I really appreciate it. You did not have to, but thank you so much. What else have we got? So exciting, it feels like my birthday all over again because it's been my birthday. This is from Victoria. Hey Steph, being as there is a lot of F1 talk going around right now, I thought I would get you something you can sink your teeth into from another perspective. Enjoy. Yes. So I got myself a Toby Vincent F1 thriller from eBay a couple weeks ago, and I think I've shown it in my haul. It'll be in my March haul coming up. So she's gotten me The Ringmaster by Toby Vincent, which is another F1 thriller. I don't know if it's part of the same series or not. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's of the same series, but it's still a chunker like Crash is. This is 535 pages, and the text is quite small too. But on the back it says, Toby Vincent has clearly revelled in the story of F1. Matt Mosley, former president of the FIA. Ooh. A fast-paced thriller of financial opportunism and political conflict for control of F1. Nice. Thank you so much, Victoria. I appreciate that. You did not have to, but thank you so much. Yay. Love me a good well, I don't know if I do love me a good F1 thriller, but I've no doubt I will. I love thrillers and I love F1, so what's the worst that could happen? And then this one is from Kitty. Kitty got me a book yesterday. She got me Blood Witch, but she's also gotten me Wind Witch, which is the second in the Truth Witch series. I remembered after I finished, well, during the last 100 pages of Truth Witch, that I actually need to read this month. The month of what fucking month are we in? April. On the basis that I was meant to read Truth Witch in March, and I didn't. It ran over into April, so thank you so much, Kitty. I really appreciate it, and yeah. Thank you so much, angels. You didn't have to. This haul is getting silly. But thank you so much. I love you all so much. You're all a bunch of angels. Thank you. So, reading update. Last night I finished Teach Me by Olivia Dade. I finished it on Becca Springs last night that she was hosting with Ashley for patrons, and I'm so excited that I finished it. I gave this one 4 stars. It was so good. Not as smutty as I thought it was going to be. There was like one sex scene in here, but the flirty bits were really good. I really enjoyed this. Lots and lots of things were covered in here. I just loved how respectful Martin was in general. He's got like an 18-year-old daughter, so he's trying to bring her up right and make sure that she, you know, stands up for herself. Make sure she stands up for herself, she's strong and she's independent and she can do her own thing, but also that she can turn to him if she needs help. And that kind of goes through in his relationship with Rose as well. And I just really enjoyed that he, you know, understood that she was independent and she was strong and she wanted to do things on her own way, on her own terms, but also if she needed a push and he felt like she might need that push to ask for help in a certain situation. He knew what buttons to press and which ones not to. So I really enjoyed this. It was really good. The fat rep in here was really good as well. Just overall really enjoyed the story. So yeah, it was awesome. 4 stars for this one. And then this afternoon I did do a little bit of reading. I shouldn't have been this afternoon, but I did a little bit of reading this afternoon, and I started The Princess Trap by Talia Hibbert, and I'm 42 pages in now. So yeah, really enjoying this one so far. It's very fast paced. We have met both of the main characters. They have already met each other and they've already gone out on the first date. They're about to go out on the second one, and yeah, really enjoying it so far. I think this is going to be really good. I don't know, we'll see what happens, but yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be fast paced. I think I shouldn't have any problems getting through this tomorrow, hopefully. We will see. But yeah, quick, fun read. I feel like this one's going to be a lot more smuttier than this one, which I am living for. So excited. So that's my update. That's the haul. And yeah, I am now going to chill for the evening. I may pick my book up, I may not. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I now need to get my post box fixed, my letterbox. So thanks to that Amazon man that destroyed my letterbox. I really appreciate that. Good job. Hope you're feeling good about yourself. And I will give you an update when I've got something to update you on. Good evening everybody, it is Friday and I thought I would come and give you a really quick reading update before Jade's about to go live with Sebastian. I have her on the telly, ready and waiting. We have 4.5 minutes to go. I'm so excited for her. But I know she's like really nervous, but she's going to be amazing. But anyway, thought I'd give you a quick reading update with The Princess Trap, which I started yesterday, and I am currently on page 210. Haven't got long left to go, but I'm hoping to finish this after the interview later on tonight, so fingers crossed. And then I have big plans for the weekend, but I'm not going to tell you about them just yet because I don't have long to give you an update. So, but I do have big reading plans. I want to try and get through a decent chunk of Bookopolis TBR, and also just get through a decent chunk of books this weekend anyway. Kind of doing like an impromptu 48-hour readathon where I'm just trying to read as much as I fucking can this weekend, especially on the basis that there is an F1 race on next weekend as well. So part of my weekend will be taken up watching the practice, some of the practice, not all of it, qualifying, and then the race as well. So won't get as much reading done next weekend, but I'm hoping to still get some done. So this weekend I can nail it, and then throughout the week I can, and then come next weekend there is a race. So yeah, just generally really excited for Jade right now with having her interview with Sebastian. So it's gonna be awesome. I'm so proud of her. But yeah, really excited. I'll try and get some footage, and I'm gonna go now and then continue on with this after the interview. I'm so excited. It's not even an interview, like it's a chatty interview. So yeah, I'm gonna go because there's 2 minutes left to go. So I will check back in with you later.
Hello. Thank you ever so much for joining us this evening. As you can see, today I am joined by the iconic figure, Mr. Sebastian Vickers. Tell over there.
I like iconic. Iconic's good.
Honestly, iconic.
My wife has a similar one for me. I can't remember what. I think it was slightly pudgy. That's what it was. I think I like iconic better. I'm gonna start a little social media campaign to convince her to refer to me as her iconic husband.
Absolutely, I support that.
Good morning team, it is Saturday and it's currently 20 to 12 in the afternoon, in the morning, and I am on sprints at the moment. I'm hosting some sprints with Jade, Becca and Ashley, just to get some stuff done basically. But I do have a parcel, and then I've got some reading updates for you, so let's open this. I have purchased, get off, that's, oh gross and sticky. I have purchased this one myself, so yeah, I'm a little bit excited but also a little bit annoyed because this is completely different to the rest of the series. So this is Sight Witch by Susan Dennard, but as you can tell, the cover is completely different, and also the size of the normal Truth Witch series is the size of a normal book, whereas this is not. So yeah, this is a novella though, and it's got deckled edges actually, which I don't mind too much, but this looks like it's got multimedia in it as well. So I think this is like book, it's got sketches too, book 2.5 or 3.5, I'm not sure. But yeah, I had to kind of get it anyway, so I just got it. I'm just frustrated that they don't have a matching cover to the new redone editions. So, but either way, I have got it now, so that's great. Reading update. I've just finished The Princess Trap. Well, not just, but I finished it before the sprint started, and I really loved this. It was really good. I really enjoyed the characters, both Reuben and Cherry. They were amazing, both two completely different people, but it just came together so well and meshed so well. Trigger warnings for abuse in here, both like verbal and physical abuse, and abuse against a child as well, so do be careful of that. But otherwise this was amazing. I thought it was really well done, and I really enjoyed it. I loved the dynamic between the two characters. I love Talia Hibbert's writing style as always, just always really enjoy her writing style, and I just had a great time. I really enjoyed just everything about this, and even the side characters like Hans and Demi as well, and Agatha. Just really enjoyed everything about this. It was such a good time. I haven't fully decided what I'm going to rate this, so I haven't decided yet. It's either going to be 4 or 5 stars. I feel like it's a 5 because I really did enjoy it. So I've not fully decided yet on the rating of this. I need to run it through Copilot. But I now need to tell you about my plans for the weekend, the rest of the weekend. So I'm doing like an impromptu 48-hour readathon. I think I might mention this last night before Sebastian de Castell's interview, which by the way was fantastic. And if you have not seen it yet, I will leave a link to it down below. Please go and watch it. It was outstanding. Jay did an amazing job. Sebastian was such a pleasure to watch. Just the most wholesome interview I've ever seen in my life. It was fantastic. Highly recommend it. It was great. Jade had a great time, and I'm really proud of her. She did amazing. So yeah, but I am planning on doing like an impromptu 48-hour readathon, and this is what I kind of want to read, possibly. So let me tell you what I've got. So I've started Killjoy by Holly Jackson, and this is, I'm 16 pages into this now, and this is a prequel to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which I've really enjoyed. I gave both A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and Good Girl Bad Blood 5 stars. So this is following Pip, who is a 17-year-old girl who's currently doing her ASs, I think, and she's got a final assignment to hand in, which is the assignment that she goes through in A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. But this is before that, and this is her kind of getting anxious over the fact that she's still not decided what she's going to do yet. It's probably her going through the motions of deciding what to do. But also she's currently at a party at Connor's house, one of her friends who is someone that shows up in Good Girl Bad Blood. She's at a party at his house, and it's a murder mystery type party, and I'm not sure what's going to happen, but yeah. It sounds good. I'm interested. It says 6 suspects, 3 hours, 1 murder. I don't know if this is an actual murder or if it's just playing the part of the murderers for the, you know, thing. So I'm currently reading that at the moment. Then I've got Robin Hood by Robert Muchamore, I think that's how you pronounce that, which is a modern day Robin Hood retelling or reimagining, and I'm really looking forward to this one. The text in here is huge, and I can get the audio and book beat as well, so I'm going to multitask and do both of those, I think. So that's going to be my next pickup, I think, after Killjoy. Then I've got When Stars Are Scattered by Victoria Jameson and Omar Mohammed, and this is a graphic novel, so I'm looking forward to picking this one up. Hopefully it will be a, I want to say easy read. I don't think it's going to necessarily be an easy read, but maybe a quick read. So I'm looking forward to picking this one up. It's not small, but looking forward to picking this one up as well. I've also got Juliet Takes a Breath by Gabby Riviera. I do want to pick this up this weekend because it's the 3rd and final book on my Bookopoly, specifically TBR, that was for the Read Fat Positive Readathon. So I do want to pick this one up. Again, I have the audio for this one, so I can follow along with the book, and I don't think it should take me too long. And then I also have Sweet Hand by N.G. Peltier. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick this one up. I put it on here just on the basis that I have been in a romance mood and I'm having a really good time with it, so I want to carry on with that. But also I'm not sure if I'm going to get a chance to pick this up because I keep forgetting that I do have 2 Kindle Unlimited books as well, which are Malcolm and this 1 Week, I think it's called. I'll show the covers here. So I do have those 2 to read, but I've also got The Dawn Chorus, which is obviously a novella, so I could pick that up and get through that as well. So the thing that's in common with all of these books is that they are all on my Bookopoly TBR, which so far, out of the 17 books I have on there, I've read 2. So I really need to get a shufty on with those and just kind of get my shit together with reading 30 books in 30 days. So far, I can't remember how many books I've read. I will find out though, and by the end of this reading vlog, I will let you know my stats and updates on how I'm doing with that. But I think so far, I think I'm on like book 8 or 9. So, and we're on the 10th today, so it would be nice to finish a couple more books today, which is my goal. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, these seem like really, really hefty plans, but I just really have nothing else to do this weekend other than read. So I need to edit, I do need to edit this reading vlog, but I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow morning during Maddie's sprints up until that point, and then I just need to add the last couple of clips in that whatever I do tomorrow. So that can be uploaded on Tuesday, but then the next video for the next week is done. It's already uploaded and ready to go. So I'm pretty ahead with that. So this is the only thing that I need to do this weekend is read and do a bit of housework as well. So that's my plan. So I'm gonna go and continue reading. We have 19 minutes left and I wanna get a few more pages done of this if I can. So I will check back in with you later when there's something to update you on. Good afternoon. It's currently 2 p.m. on Sunday and I'm on Maddie's sprints at the moment. I wanted to give you a reading update. So I finished Killjoy yesterday. I'm going to show a picture of it here because it's over there and I can't bother going in it because I'm too lazy. And I gave this 4 stars. It was good. Basically it was a party and it was a murder mystery basically, and it was great. Really good setup to get you into A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I always tend to struggle with prequels because sometimes I'm not invested in the character that I sometimes struggle to be interested in their, you know, pre-story of the original book that I read. However, it works when I'm really, really invested in a character and I want to know why they are the way they are. This didn't specifically do much of that with Pip. It was just basically something to kind of fill a gap and let us know of some stuff that happened before A Good Girl's Guide to Murder all kind of came to a head. We got to see some of the characters that we see throughout the series, which was great. But overall, I enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. And then I've just finished Robin Hood by Robert Muchamore, and I gave this one 4 stars. This was a lot younger than I thought it was going to be. Robin's actually 13 years old in this, and so is Maid, well, who becomes Maid Marian. And it was interesting, really, really interesting. I actually really enjoyed it. I kind of lost my way a little bit in the middle, but I really enjoyed it towards the end. I gave it 4 stars and I'm really looking forward to picking up the next one. I don't physically own the next one, but I can get the audiobook. But I did really enjoy it. It was great. So yeah, very sort of introducing you to how Robin has become an outlaw essentially, and I really, really enjoyed it. It was good. Very modern day. It was strange a little bit to be hearing names like Robin Hood and Marian and Locksley and things like that, but with all of the advancements of modern day stuff, modern day technology. So, but it was good overall. Really enjoyed it. Great reimagining. So yeah, it was awesome. And my next book that I'm going to pick up now is When Stars Are Scattered. So I'm hoping I can finish this. We've got 12 minutes of the sprint left and I'm hoping that I might be able to finish it off in the next one as well once I've started it. So fingers crossed, because it is a graphic novel. This is following 2 boys who end up being in a refugee camp, in a Kenyan refugee camp in Dadaab. And I believe that it's a true story as well. So I'm really interested in this one and I cannot wait to pick it up. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think after this one though, I might pick up The Dawn Chorus. Because because it's only 92 pages, it will give me a sense of accomplishment, and also it's on my TBR, my Bookopoly TBR, so I think I'm going to do that. I didn't get as much read yesterday as I was hoping to, so yeah, fingers crossed that I can manage that. So this is what I'm going to pick up next, and I will give you an update when I have something else to tell you. Good morning team, it's Monday morning and I'm here to wrap this reading vlog up. I managed to read quite a bit this week and I'm really happy with it. So this is everything that I read this week, which is a decent chunk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books as well, which is nice. I appreciate that, 7 books in a week. So let's go through them and tell you what I rated them, because I think I've told you about them enough throughout the vlog. So I read Skyward Volume 3, which I gave 4 stars, just to double check that that was Volume 3 then, not Volume 2. I gave 4 stars. I really enjoyed this series. It was great, such a good series, and I'll definitely look out for more by this author, Henderson, I think, and this group of people in general. If they do something together again, that would be awesome. So yeah, really enjoyed it, highly recommend. Then I read Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. I was around 100 pages into this, I think, when I picked it up at the beginning of the week, and I managed to finish it off in the space of like a couple of evenings, I think. Again, 4-star read, really enjoyed it, excited to get on with the rest of the series, which I now own. So I'm really hyped to continue on with this one. It sounds like it's going to be a great story and I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, 4 stars, really great read. Then I read 2 books for the Read Fat Positive Readathon, and one of those was Teach Me by Olivia Dade. I really enjoyed this one, not as much smut as I thought there was going to be, but I really enjoyed that this was like an older couple essentially. So she's 38 and he's 41, so I really enjoyed that dynamic. It's not very often you get like a late 30s, early 40s type couple in a romance book, so I really enjoyed that. And yeah, it was really great. Enjoyed the writing style, enjoyed what was going on in this book. It was reasonably short, so I could see why there wasn't as much smut as I thought / hoped there would be, but it was good. 4 stars for this one, really enjoyed it. Then I read The Princess Trap, also for the Read Fat Positive Readathon, and this is by Talia Hibbert. I friggin' love Talia Hibbert. She can do no wrong. She's fantastic. But I really enjoyed this one. This I gave 5 stars, way more smut in this one. Really enjoyed it. The storyline was fantastic. The characters were great. Just had an awesome time with this one, so do highly recommend this and anything else by Talia Hibbert. At this point, I've read the Brown Sisters series and this one, so I have every intention of going through her backlist though. But yeah, really enjoyed this one, highly recommend it. Then I read Killjoy by Holly Jackson, which is a very short prequel. It's one of those World Book Day books, and it was good. I really enjoyed this. We're following Pip, who is the main character from the original series, and there's a murder mystery, that's it. But it was good. Then I read Robin Hood by Robert Muchamore, and I really enjoyed this. I thought this was great. Oh, by the way, I gave this 4 stars. I really enjoyed this. I thought this was great. I wasn't expecting it to be such a young Robin Hood. Robin is about 13 in this, and I really enjoyed seeing that kind of, and him meeting Marion, for example, and just meeting some of the other people of Sherwood Forest. I really enjoyed this. It was so good. I'm really looking forward to picking up the next one and hopefully continuing on with this series. I gave this 4 stars. It was great, nice, fast-paced, really adventurous, really enjoyed it. And then finally, I finished off When Stars Are Scattered this morning by Victoria Jameson and Omar Mohammed. This is a middle grade graphic novel. This is following 2 brothers, Omar and Hassan. Omar, it's obviously on voices. Omar's older. Hassan doesn't speak. He is not quite mute. He just says, he can only say the word huya. He doesn't speak, he has seizures, and they obviously don't know why he has seizures. These 2 boys have been in a refugee camp in Dadaab, a Kenyan refugee camp called Dadaab. They start off having been in this refugee camp for 7 years when we start the graphic novel, and we follow them through several years of this. So there's a part 2 in which it's 2 years later, and then there's a part 3 in which it's 4 years later, and we're slowly but surely following the boys through this process. Their father was killed when the war started and their mother was missing, and these 2 are in the camp on their own. A woman has kind of semi taken them on called Fatima, and she looks after them. She's really great with them. Sorry if the angle's changed, the postie just knocked on. Yeah, so it follows them through this process, trying to make their lives better and make something of themselves. Omar is struggling to try and look after himself because he's looking after Hassan so much, and essentially he's kind of sheltering Hassan and just not giving him the freedom that Hassan probably needs a little bit more, but he's also really worried about Hassan. So it's been a few years since Hassan's last seizure, and then just things go from there, essentially. Don't want to tell you too much, but it's really, really amazing. Absolutely shocking on the basis that this is a true story, and yeah, very eye-opening. Amazingly done. The illustrations are gorgeous as well and very colourful. Really recommend this. It was amazing. I gave it 4 stars. It was fantastic. So yeah, really enjoyed this one. So overall, I had an amazing reading week. Many actually, all 4 stars apart from The Princess Trap, which I gave 5, which is awesome. So yeah, had a really, really good reading week and really enjoyed myself this week. Actually really happy that I've managed to read 7 books in 7 days. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the same thing on the week coming up, but we will see what happens. But yeah, overall had a really good week. I think that was book 12. When Stars Are Scattered, I think that's book 12 for 30 books in 30 days, and we are on the 12th day today. So essentially we're on track, but I feel like I'm behind on the basis that I still have some really chunky books to read this month, and I kind of wanted to be like ahead throughout the entire month, and then I could take my time a little bit towards the end of the month with some chunkier books, but it's not working out that way. So I'm hoping that maybe I can do something about that this week, possibly, or next week maybe, but we'll see, and I will keep you posted. But yeah, that's the end of this reading vlog. This is my wrap up, and I hope you have enjoyed this reading vlog, and I shall see you next time for another one. Bye for now.